Hey guys, welcome to Crypto Mining Insider. I hope everyone's having a great day. Today I have an update about the QuickMiner, and hopefully it's a quick update. See, Nicehash just released a new update for the QuickMiner. It has the ability to do auto profit switching, but you won't find this on the product update page from Nicehash. However, you will find it on the Nicehash official GitHub site. They have here pre-release version 0.6.10 release candidate. And this is an untested version, so it's not the formal release version, but it has these new features that, of course, I always like to stay cutting edge and test them out. Let's go into a little bit more about the changelog. So this says this version requires NVIDIA driver 511.09 or higher, which I've actually found in my testing, which I've done prior to this video, is incorrect. I found that Kapow was failing when I was using a different driver than I was actually using 512.59, which was a great driver, and I'm even using it on full hash rate cards, and I wasn't able to mine Kapow, which we typically use for Ravencoin. I needed the 522.25, so you just may want to spare yourself that trouble of just trying to diagnose if you have some issues with the mining and get the latest driver, 522.25. So there's some notes here too. The changelog added partial unlock for drivers between those range, added a notice to install .522.25 driver if you have LHR GPUs. And right here, auto profit switching and benchmarking. Click here to read more. So if you click into their GitHub site to read more, profit switching in QuickMiner. Since QuickMiner version 0.6.10 onward, you can now enable profit switching from the Nicehash QuickMiner tray. You just have to, profit switching is disabled by default. You can enable it manually by the following guide. And it just kind of walks you through that. You would normally just right click on the menu, you would click the ones you want, and then you click on done. Let me show you what it looks like. So I've already downloaded and installed the latest pre-release version of the QuickMiner, and I've set it up. So when you want to go enable the profit switching, you would simply just go to your context menu in the taskbar here. You would click it, right click on the QuickMiner, and then you're going to see the profit switching now. It's the third selection right there. And you could choose one or more of the different algorithms that you want to mine. And then it'll automatically choose between what is the most profitable algorithm to mine with it. And I can see right there, it says Nicehash QuickMiner notification, auto profitability switch using Dagger Hashimoto, Auto Lycos, Kapow, and ETC hash. So that's really all there is to setting it up to do the auto profitability switch. However, making sure you have the correct overclocks is really an important prerequisite to doing that. And it kind of discusses it indirectly here because it talks about benchmarking. And if you're not familiar with what benchmarking is kind of like you're taking a car. You want to see, well, how fast can it go and how much gas is it going to use? It's really the same thing with graphic cards. You want to find out for each algorithm how much hash rate you can get, as well as how much is your electricity costs. And based on that, it should be able to determine what is the most profitable coin for you to mine. Because if it knows it can currently mine this much Ethereum or this much Ethereum Classic using this much power, it can directly compare that to seeing how much auto Lycos it can mine and as well as how much power that. And it should be able to do the auto profit switching automatically. However, the one feature that's really important that they're missing here is having a baseline of your electricity costs. See, because without it knowing how much electricity you're using, it doesn't really know if it's even profitable. And that's kind of one big takeaway that I really wish was in here. And hopefully this is just kind of an incremental release before that's there, because I may be mining the most profitable coin, but essentially I could still be losing money because it doesn't know what my electricity costs. And that's why I think unless you have free electricity or very low cost electricity, right now, especially with GPU mining revenue, none of these coins would probably be profitable most of the time. At least that's what I'm seeing. And I have a pretty good electric rate. But again, you may have free electricity or you may have low cost electricity. You may be in a different situation. So if that's the case, you're just going to want to use this head on and you try to mine the most profitable coin to get the most Bitcoin you can. So reading on to the benchmarks. Profit switching is done automatically based on the most profitable algorithm at the given moment. QuickMiner benchmarks the GPUs and the values are saved in the Windows registry. You will earn BTC while you're benchmarking, and from time to time, QuickMiner will update the saved speeds based on the mining speeds at the given moment. So that's good, because if it finds that over time it's tuning or it's running better, it should update its internal configuration of what the benchmark speeds is, so it knows how efficient it is when it's running. It says benchmarks will be saved on the optimization profile selected. If you are mining with a light profile and switch to medium profile, the benchmarks will be triggered again in that algorithm optimization profile combination. So that'll probably confuse a lot of people if you're not familiar. In the QuickMiner, the way you would normally overclock would be going into the Nicehash dashboard, and then you would be seeing some settings, and they would correspond to the different graphic cards. I have a computer that has 3 identical RTX 3060 Ti's. So I do not have any overclocks. You notice it's optimize, optimize, optimize. So for the current algorithm, I would go in and I would select a different, excuse me, for the current algorithm, I would select the appropriate overclock setting. So if I want to do light, medium, or high, but let's just say medium for now. I'll set these to medium, medium. Now it knows the overclock settings for that specific algorithm it's mining. And I would do is I would go back to the auto profit switching, and then I would set it for a different algorithm. So if I started off with Dega Hashimoto, I would come in and I would do some mining. And while it's mining that, I would only have Dega Hashimoto enabled, nothing else enabled. Then I would come in and set these overclocks. Then I would stop it from mining. I would go to the auto profit switching, set it to the next one. Maybe it's auto Lycos, or maybe it's Kapow. Enable just that algorithm. I would come into this dashboard again, and I would set up overclocks. This way it has a profile for all the different algorithms, because the different algorithms have different requirements. ERGO, which is auto Lycos, and like Ethereum and Ethereum Classic, they're all very memory intensive, not as heavy on the core. But Kapow is very opposite. That's very heavy on the core. So having the proper overclocks is going to give you the best performance when you're mining. And you just have to make sure you go through and set them up for all the different algorithms that you plan to mine, and then you should be all set. With that all set, I can just come in and I can just start mining, and except this time I can have, for the auto profit switching, I can have all the algorithms enabled, and it should find the most profitable algorithm for me to mine. And let's see this, I'm seeing some information here. I let it run for a little bit before, so it should have some benchmarks, but I'm seeing kind of a big variety. I'm seeing everything from ETC hash, Kapow, auto Lycos. Let's see, yeah, so it's loading different DAGs for Kapow. It seems like it's almost running every different algorithm, to be honest with you. But again, maybe it's doing some more fine-tuned benchmarking. And it's going to run, I can see this first card here would be, it's 45 megahash, so it's probably doing Ethereum, so it's probably doing Ethereum Classic. Second one is only 20 megahash, so that's probably running Kapow. The third one is running 159, so that's definitely got to be running auto Lycos to be running that high. But I think this is a really big step forward. But honestly, unless you have free electricity or super low cost electricity, I think it falls short of being useful, because it can't really determine profitability unless it knows the electric costs. And I've searched pretty high around in the different tools, everything from just trying to get the information configured in QuickMiner and what's available. And I'm not seeing any place here for me to enter in the electricity costs. So I think that's one thing that's going to be extremely limited about this as far as finding its usability, especially compared to Nicehash miners, because it does not know how much my electricity costs. So it's a big difference if I'm paying 5 cents per kilowatt hour versus I'm paying 15 cents a kilowatt hour. And I don't really think it can make an accurate profitability determination without that information. What are your thoughts on this? So I think it's great that we're seeing this, but I think this is an incremental step. And I think that's probably why we're not seeing this formally on the Nicehash website yet as an announcement, because without having an electricity cost in there, it's kind of not really able to realize the full potential of having the auto profitability switching. So that's just my thoughts. I'd love to know what is your take? Or you think about having QuickMiner and having the auto profitability switch? Is it going to help you? What are your thoughts? So definitely drop a comment down below. And that about wraps it up for today. So I'll put a link if you want to go download this from the Nicehash GitHub site, test it out. I'd love to know your thoughts, and definitely drop a comment. If you have some things you can contribute, I'd love to hear about it too. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you have, please give me a big thumbs up, like, and most important, don't forget to press down on that subscribe button. I really put a lot of hard work, a lot of effort and heart into my videos, and you subscribe and really means a lot to me. So until next time, stay safe. See you on the next video.